Hey guys, what's up? Big Eclipse and Scream King, how y'all doing? Hey guys, what's up? I booted up the game to find this screen here that says, hang on, which that's interesting. Can I just say something? Go ahead. Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you've booted up the game. Awesome. A lot of people don't take that step seriously. They just leave the clock set at 12 and call it a day. You're actually taking the time to set the clock, and I appreciate that. Well, you see, that's awesome. I'm glad I get to be appreciated for actually taking the time to set the clock properly, especially after waiting a full minute to set it right last time. I feel so appreciated right now. Is it just you, or has YouTube been going on a channel demonetization rampage for larger content creators? It wouldn't surprise me. I haven't seen much about that myself, but I'm sure it's happening. You're doing good. I'm doing perfectly fine. Had a chill morning. How many streams of this are we looking at? I don't know. Maybe 4 at most, probably. That's how I know that you care about this experience. You're paying attention. Very close attention. Don't even have any way of knowing if the times you're setting are correct. But they're different than 12s. Therefore, okay, tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see the screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. Oh. Go ahead, pick whichever time you want, even if it's not the correct time. You've earned it. Great. 6:59 p.m. Here we come. Nah, I don't know what my favorite time is. Let's get back to the video game now. Now, this is a unique kind of screen. You never see this in any game, ever. It happened to the Act Man. It happened to a channel called Being Scared, a few 100,000 subs. Seemingly a Dekla 1. That one isn't 100%. There are people with over 100,000. Yeah, all of them. That's strange. YouTube must be cracking down on some monetization lately. Also, we only dropped 615 frames this morning, so I don't want to jinx anything, but that bodes positively. Anyway, welcome back to the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. It's one of just 2 streams, and we're going to keep putting Stanleys in the thumbnail. Next one should be Grunkle Stan. Oh, 100%. That's an excellent idea, Dan. For this one, I just put regular Stanley, but next time, totally putting Grunkle Stan.
This is the story of a man named Stan.
Thank you for the idea. I was like, man, I'm going to be running out of ideas for these. Yes, and Chris Hansen. Welcome back. I got an achievement just for coming back into the game. Yeah, I was like, I know there were some memes I could put in the thumbnail, but I had forgotten them last night by the time I started making it. Shame. I should try practicing my Grunkle Stan impression. I'll do that. I'll look up some lines of his and try to practice them. Oh, yeah, Stanley. Stanley definitely counts. Stanley, same thing.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Anyway,
What could it
I guess
mean?
I can try experimenting
Stanley
with a
decided to
few
go to
other
the meeting
ideas
room.
here.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm not gonna put the NFT tweets in the thumbnail. That was some ghastly business right there. There's the new content door, which I will eventually go through again. Okay, here's the plan. Man, I'm going to go onto a right.
Way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by
Who's
the
scared of these
employee
papers,
lounge
though? That's a
first,
good question.
Just to admire it.
My plan is
Yes.
go
truly
along
a
with
room
this,
worth admiring,
and
but eager
then
to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
all right. Here we go.
Stanley was so
Haven't been
bad
in
at
here in a
following
while.
Directions. It's incredible
Or
he
just call it
wasn't
the
5
Stanley
years ago.
Parable. Yeah, at least more of a favor than those NFT things were. Here we go. Yeah, warning. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift is $1,000. Penalty for jumping off is 5,000, which, I mean, jumping off of it is technically misusing it, so that's like 6,000 right there. It says don't do it while it's in motion, so I want to do it while it's in motion.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off, but in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do,
there it is.
Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
I mean, I don't think that would actually
Good
kill
job,
somebody.
Stanley.
You'd break your
Everyone
legs,
thinks
but you
are
wouldn't be
very
dead, I don't
powerful.
think. Oh, look, it's Moo Cookie. Aw, that's it? I just die? And get scorned for it? Lame. That was about the anticipated
All
outcome,
of
I
his
suppose.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Jump off to that place there and not to the floor. There's something else I can do if I jump somewhere else? Well, either way, I want to keep going through the Defiance path because there's other stuff I can do. Like, I think you can... Like, I think one of you mentioned I can pull the cord out of the phone? Or maybe they were joking,
When
I don't know.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he
I
entered the
did do
door
a
on
run
his
where I
left.
just did the straight opposite. For a while anyway, and that's how I ended up
This
with
was
the
not
mannequin
correct way
ending.
to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow.
Like at one point, I just
Yes,
kind of had no choice
this
but to,
room.
but to listen to him. But
Eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
have I? I'm pretty. Yeah, I did. I know I tried to go through the door on the left, but I think I just ended up taking the elevator.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure there's anywhere I can jump down to here that won't result in me dying necessarily. Look where you can jump off to from the platform. I'm looking. Looks like there's some trucks, which I think that would probably still kill me. I can't reach those. Maybe I can get up on top of this chair and then get on those things over there. Nah, guess not. Oh, not down. What do you mean not down? Oh, you mean on this thing. I think I see what you mean. Like the over the railing here.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten.
Ha!
Really?
Really?
Something. You have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want
I
something
forgot that
bad to
the
happen
lift
to
went
you?
up.
Why,
So that's why I didn't
don't
think,
know how
but
to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
Danger everywhere.
Give me a chance.
No, I know you're not. You tried to troll me with my hot mannequin wife last time. $2B! But $2B3. Clearly the secret project involving 2B are behind here somewhere. Now that's the true lore. No buckets past this point. No buckets? Is there a bucket somewhere that I can pick up? That doesn't look like a bucket. Oh look, John is here. Slightly late, but that's okay. No harm done. That's a computer on a chair. Just want to make sure. Danger zone. Did I see the new Cyberpunk 2077 anime trailer? You're kidding. A Cyberpunk 2077 anime. Hadn't heard of that one. 2B4, 2B5,
Now
2B
listen
real.
carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
No thanks. I'm blue.
Perhaps you misunderstood.
Dabba dee dabba
Stanley
die.
walked through the red
Oh, he's
door.
straight cheating now.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
No, no,
All right,
sir.
Fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out
They're
there?
still
You
gonna
wanna
make it
find out
lag
what
and
lies
crash
at the end of
somehow.
This road you've chosen. Well, don't let me stop you.
A full 12-episode series. Hey, maybe it'll be good. Who knows? I don't know. I've never even played the game. It'll be so high res, it'll just crash. Frickin'
You
Crunchyroll.
see, there's nothing here. I haven't
Nothing
even
but
finished building
loveliness.
this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place.
Wall.
Broken
128 by
rooms, exposed
128.
Developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
Yes.
Was it worth ruining the entire story
Yes.
I'd written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that?
I doubt it.
And in the end, it was all for nothing because this
What's
is
that
what
down
you
there?
wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better?
This.
What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees?
Yes.
Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark
Giraffe.
at a new design, and
Yeah.
you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This
Ooh.
already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
I'm tempted to. I'm really tempted to take that third option right now. And yet I'm also tempted to disobey him and use one of these doors. I mean, this is a really nice looking door. As far as doors go, why is there a hole in it? Heck, there's another hole in it right there. Lots of holes. One for your hand and one for your foot, I guess. Try doing a challenge where you only pronounce the G one way. I'm sure that would be interesting. Yeah. Yeah, where you say giraffe and stuff like that. Danger zone. Pronounce it only with a G sound. Let's use it. I want to figure it out. Let's go. We got all the time in the world. Oh,
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices?
absolutely.
Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How
I am
did
the master of
know
that.
the
I had that
game
whole
needed a third door?
conference dedicated to me.
It's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Nice. The Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard. There it is. Good old Neil, Skid, Joe, Nacho, Vola, featuring Soul Calibur. These are real people. Usually know that 20.3% of players skip the intro sequence. Only the worst 3% chose the blue door. 98.9% are more attracted than Stanley. Hey, that's not me. I'm not Stanley 427. Try pronouncing your primary channel name, but the G is pronounced like grass. The one judgment, I guess.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
3.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely
Gary's Quest
opportunity
2.
to give it some play testing. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby
It's the
crawls
baby!
left, towards
I remember
the
this
danger.
baby.
You click the button to move him back to the right.
I forgot
And if he
about it
touches
for a
the
second.
fire, you fail.
What?
It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really
What do I do?
take
Press the button to
notice.
stop the baby?
But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about
Yeah, that's
4
right, they
hours.
mentioned the baby room,
so
too.
why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Ah! This is annoying! I can't let the baby burn! Oh gosh, everybody mute your audio now. Before it's too late. You don't want to wind up like me with permanent hearing loss. Never! I can't kill it! I can't look!
You
Ah!
Did you do it because you hate babies or
No!
despite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single
For
thing
4
that might improve the
hours?
experience for me.
Gosh!
I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play some
was awful. It sucked.
just to ease the pain.
That was Zelda CDI level, man.
What do we have here? Yes. This seems
Yeah, this
like
is
it'll
Darth
work.
Vader's
Let's give
backstory,
it a
alright.
shot.
What do I do, Lord? Destroy the child. This is their plan, people. These are demons. Just like the Bible says, it's basically an intergalactic...
Destroy the child, corrupt them all.
I'm telling you, it's what all...
Aha.
Oh my gosh, what is this?
What do you think this game is about, Stanley?
Is this
What's
that
our
fire
backstory?
game that everyone
What
was
is our
talking about?
motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you.
Yeah, I'll look it up. I
occupying
don't
your
got 4
creep
hours
tower,
in an auto
perhaps
clicker.
for some sort of twisted erotic purpose.
Ew.
Yes. that
Don't
must
tread
be it.
on me.
What a fascinating venture into the
This is
experience
definitely
of total
America.
mental depravity.
And
So far,
Clorox.
I love
Excuse me,
everything about this
Clortox.
game, Stanley.
Who the heck is
And it seems there's
Clortox?
even more.
I don't know,
Come,
but they're gonna
let's
be a new
venture
character
outward
now.
and see what else is
Thanks
out
a lot.
there.
Oh, Minecraft door sound again. The Patriots. The Birds of Wyoming. Sterilex, gosh. Yeah, this seems pretty new. Goldman. Space Puffs! Oh man, that should be a real cereal. I'm not kidding. Suds. Apparently we're in Wyoming. America's least populated state, as a matter of fact. The town I live in has almost as many people in it as Wyoming, the state, has total, so there's that. Oh, look, it's the S! Yeah, there is a program that can auto-click for you. Yep, Wyoming. This sounds like Wyoming, alright. Call it Bleach. Named after me, of course. Clortox. Clortox is the latest antagonist about to show up at some point.
Oh no. No, it can't be.
But this is beautiful, man. So many ways to go. I'll go here.
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
No! It's an open world game. I wanted to go to Jonesy Lake.
What a close call. You really wandered off into that thing. That big open.
My dad
just
has been
wandering
to
around,
Wyoming,
no right
but
or
I don't
wrong
think he saw
directions,
anybody
no
there.
path to follow. You can just go in any. Oh. Thank
Actually, he did
heavens
see
we
people there. He
avoided
saw
that.
people going in and
Woods mouse
buying
down.
guns
Okay, I'm going to
at
get us
a
out
gun
of here.
store along the
Let's
road.
find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls. Okay.
I guess the same thing would have happened. Yeah, he just blocked it all off. This is Attack on Titan now. We're just sealed in. Guns for shooting all the animals that wind up dead on the road, I guess.
Exactly what I had in mind.
Oh gosh, Rocket League! This is a different game entirely. I guess it was that fire game that I was just in.
Game design.
Now this is pod
If you
racing.
manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed. Okay, so what exactly do we
Well,
do
we don't have a
here?
car
Let's see.
or a ball to hit,
There are
so
lots of cars here in the back, but
Drop
obviously
one
there's
in.
no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball
Yes.
of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley.
My favorite.
I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun.
I love sports
We shall
ball.
run the bases and do a touchdown
It's also my
together.
favorite Pokeball type.
Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball.
Yeah, he hates Elden Ring. I'm a going for it. Picking up speed fast. This is fun. Spleebly? Spleebly? Time to slam a Spleebly!
Is it better than my miserable little story
Yes.
that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I'm not a
Absolutely.
and I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball
Come
generates a certain
on!
amount of raw adrenaline,
Go! Whoops. I think that was Valheim, maybe.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You
How
can't
come you
do
can't
it.
follow
know
me?
that. Stanley, come back.
Never. I'm free now, old man. It'd be cool to drop into Minecraft on this. Genuinely. Everything's so dark. Whoop! Alright, down we go again. I missed the other games? Shoot! I'll have to go back and see them. I didn't realize there was a hole and I'm gonna kick the ball in. It's all Chlortox and Spleebly. It's their fault. They're the dynamic villain duo. That's it, official. Those two are showing up. Maybe Chlortox and Spleebly are the two Florida men who were on the boat in Elden Ring. Yeah, exactly! We thought of it at the same frickin' time. You're right. It's them. Chlortox and Spleebly are officially the two dudes on the boat. Done. Firmly established. It is dark. I can vaguely see a little bit. I can't wait till we can get to a game where they show up. None of these doors open, so that's bad. Yeah, this is very Slendery. I think I played a Slender game exactly like this one at one point. The 9 pages, I believe it was called. Oh. I think I'm gonna see two kids just like standing in the hallway, holding hands at some point. I've never actually seen The Shining. Well, that's just great. I found something, but I can't do anything in here. Yeah, this is new, alright. Oh! I guess you just...
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted
The
was
dev
to be the
room? I
leading
don't
man
know.
in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to
Yeah.
this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon.
Ugh. But
I can wait.
it never ends. And then the Freddy music kicks in. Never the end is. Never the end is.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Oh well.
What did it mean?
I guess I should
Stanley
try
decided
finding
to
the
go
rest
to
of the
meeting
games
room.
then.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh look, it's Tay. What's up, Tay? How you doing? So, what I did was ignored him, hopped onto the platform, kept ignoring him until I got to the other games. So,
Stanley came to a set
this
of
time,
two open
don't
doors. This
drop
was not
off.
the correct way to the meeting room,
And then I can see
Stanley
the
knew
other
it
stuff.
perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that called
Yeah, he
so much
refers to it
eager
different
get
ways
back
every
to
time.
business? Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really?
Forgotten about what?
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Because that's exactly what happened.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
It was
Look,
beautiful,
let
I
me
will
prove
admit,
it.
but
Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a
open the
chance.
door.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Did not. Oh gosh.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood.
Did not.
Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. All right.
Stan!
Fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've
Yeah, it's
chosen?
red pill
Well,
versus blue
don't
pill,
let
but red
me
door versus
stop
blue
you.
door, which I am
You see?
fervently
There's
against the
nothing
idea
here.
of, but
I haven't
still,
even
it's
finished building
happening.
this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining?
Oh
the
yeah,
entire
going through the
story
red door
I'd
would
written
obviously
out
give another ending
specifically
too.
for
So
you?
many ways
Do
to
you not
experiment
think I put a lot
with
of time
this.
into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing.
Where's that
Because
skip
this is
button
what
I
you
was
wanted to
offered?
see. Help me here, Stanley. Help
Yeah, he's very
elucidate these
red-pilled,
strange
but we're
and
blue-pilled,
unknowable
as you can
desires of
clearly see.
yours. What would have made this game better?
Or
what did you want to see?
red-pulled, because you
Vehicles?
pull a door to
Skill
open it.
trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices?
This game
Feel
benefits
free
from
to
having
be
more
honest.
games inside
I'm
it.
looking for some real critical
That's a weird way to
feedback
phrase
here.
that. But you get it.
Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Quite.
Now,
I will
would
give
you
it what
say
I gave
that
it last
competitive
time, a
leaderboard
trace.
helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a
I
lovely
sincerely doubt that
opportunity
you
to give
have
it
been
some
working
playtesting.
on it.
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game,
Ah.
the baby crawls left towards danger.
Well, I have to just
You
let
click
it
the
go.
button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire,
Poor baby.
you fail. It's a very meaningful game. All
They
about
were
the
animals,
desperation
and
of
I
people
slaughtered them like
and
animals.
confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes
wanna throw
clear
myself
once
into
you've
that
been playing
fire.
it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure
Just gotta
to keep
pull out the
notes
auto
on your
clicker and we'll sit
experience.
here for a 4-hour stream for charity, man. Ah!
Bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or
It's
purely
fine,
to
look at
spite
it.
me?
It's not even
If it's the
hurt.
latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a
Man, this
single thing
perspective
that
looks
might improve
weird.
the
I'm gonna
experience
turn
for
away
me.
from that.
I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why
It
don't you play
was,
someone
seriously.
else's game? Just to
You
ease
don't make
the
a game
pain.
where you have to stop a baby from being burned. It's a terrible game. Awful.
Yes.
It recognizes you using
this
auto
seems
click and it
like
pulls
it'll
out
work.
another
Let's
button,
give it
so
a
you gotta
shot.
switch between. Seriously. Yeah, this is the Chris Hansen test.
Ah, fascinating. What do you think this game is about?
Volunteer as a
Stanley?
lookout.
What's our backstory?
Yeah, I think
What
this
our
is that
motivation?
that fire game. I
But it
forget what it's
seems
freaking
obvious
called
to
every
me
time.
that you are meant to play as a
This is
creepy man,
definitely that fire
spying
game.
on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower.
Creep
Perhaps
tower,
for
I
some
missed that
sort of
before.
Twisted erotic purpose.
Truck Alaska.
Yes, that must.
1989.
What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture
can
outward
clip
and
through a
see
little
what
bit.
else is out there.
Happily. Yeah, Valheim. I'm not sure if it is.
Oh no. No, it can't be.
This could be a lot of things.
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
You can't stop me. Aw. Yes, it was the Minecraft door sound. I noticed it before too. Oh look, a hole. Go through it.
That thing. That big open, just wandering around, no right or wrong directions, no path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it.
It was definitely the
Looks
Minecraft door
nice,
sound.
Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
Just barely not get through this one.
I think this will be just the thing.
There we go.
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this
Could
is
be a zombie game, yeah.
design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed. Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's
Yeah,
no
let's try to get
risks.
to that other fake
Okay,
brand
I'm
that's over
seeing that
there.
There's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports
What does that say?
ball? Stanley, I think it's sports
Ideas
ball. Oh, what
dice?
fun. We
I
shall
think that's
run
what
the
that
bases
says.
and do a touchdown together.
Yeah,
Yes,
ideas
I think
dice.
surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
There it is. More stuff for us to steal. It's all ideas dice and spleebly. Huh. This time we kick the ball in, but don't go in the hole. Yeah.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is
Yes.
it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a thought. And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount
This is
of
when I
more
died earlier.
pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more
Yes, drop like
euphoric
50 of
sports
them.
experience. I'm going to try it out. Here comes another ball. Yes.
Now there's only one 'cause I dropped
goodness,
it.
That really does feel amazing, doesn't it? Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable. More balls.
More balls. Woohoo! No, more! More! All the balls! Give all of the ball. This is nice. Very zen.
Are you enjoying this, Stanley?
Honestly,
Are you
yeah.
having fun? Is this a real video game?
Yes.
Well, I sure hope you're having a good time.
Just
because
fill the
guess
whole
what?
place up like a
It's
ball
over.
pit.
That's
Oh,
right. Your little fun comes to an end.
No,
This
my
is
running
my
speed is
game,
slow
and
again.
What I say goes. You get to have fun when I let you, Stanley. Besides, you need someone like me to set boundaries.
Yeah, it's
for
just
you.
his way of
Without
teabagging
rules
us, I
or
guess.
boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes, that's what I am. I am structure. I'm your sense of purpose. And
I'm
since
my
you
sense of
decided You
purpose.
didn't want to play my game. Now I don't want to play with you either. So goodbye, Stanley.
No,
I'm
put me in
leaving.
Minecraft.
See how you like it when I'm not around to set the rules.
Put me in Minecraft.
I don't think you'll enjoy it as much, but who knows? You're an inventive kid. You'll come up with something.
I'm not a
After
kid.
all, you're the one who
Stanley
knows
isn't either.
best. Take care, Stanley.
They want me to drop in the hole, don't they? In the original takes you to other games. I guess they scrapped that? Or is there some other way to unlock it? Maybe the other games weren't too flattered to be present within it. They asked to be removed. I don't know. Yeah, who would have guessed that Stanley Parable would have given us lore? Not me, but it happened anyway. It reminds me that, did you know that the sequel to Salt and Sanctuary came out last month? Yeah, Salt and Savior, I think they called it, something like that. It came out last month, and I didn't even hear anything about it. The original does take you to Minecraft and Portal. Shoot. That's true. Last I went into the blue, so if I'm going anywhere, I'm going into the orange. But I think I know why Salt and Sanctuary sequel came out and nobody talked about it. It's because on PC, it launched exclusively on the Epic Games Store. AKA a death sentence. So, yeah. I mean, it makes no difference to me. I'd probably play on a PS5 anyway, but all the same. Yeah, he left us. He ditched us. Oh, look. Environment clipping out through the background. Curious. Yeah, why there? Because they got paid an exorbitant amount of money for it. That's why, but...
Hold on. What are you doing?
What else am I gonna do? You left me. You didn't even let me play Minecraft.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How
I would have
you write a
loved to be
story
in
without me?
Minecraft.
You can't do it.
You
know that.
pleb.
Stanley, come back.
I'm pretty sure that wasn't a bug, because he said, I'm leaving you, Stanley, and that was it. Nice, you can finally play Kingdom Hearts 2.8 and for free, no less? Really? Yeah, I could just reset the game. It wouldn't make much of a difference, would it? Save me some time. Spare me.
All of his co-workers
Okay.
were gone. What could
Next
it mean?
option, go through the
Stanley
red
decided
door.
To go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
We become red-pulled. Now try to activate the input on 419's computer. Then we start the game. Oh. Okay. Oh, okay. Input received. Good. Whoop! Yep, that did something.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
And there's papers
Stanley
strewn
decided
about.
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Now, wait. 421, 422, 424, 423. Okay, I can find the rest. Just need to find where the next computer is that has it. I can do that. Now they're gone again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
422, 424. Oh. Oh, okay. On the computer scene just before entering the boss's office. Got it.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Now we're getting into the fun stuff.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might. Coming to a staircase, Stanley
I
walked
assume
upstairs
you
to
mean
his
the
boss's
computer
office.
at the reception desk, probably. This one. Yep. Boop. Yeah.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Input on 434 is 434. Ah, there it is.
No
How did I
matter
miss
how hard
that?
Stanley looked.
Con
he couldn't
darn
find
it.
a trace of his co-workers.
There we go. Now on mine. Ha ha. I did it. I knew it. Welcome, Stanley, to heaven. This is heaven? This looks like Summer Wars. Is this what God looks like? They're buttons. Yeah, they're saying buttons. Press them all, Stanley! Press them all! That would take a billion years. Also, yes, Tay, alone. It is Squidward's isolation room. Beep boop 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 beep boop 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 beep bop boop 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 beep 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 boop 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 beep 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 boop 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 boop. Candy Crush Saga. Buttons. You can't jump. Indeed, I can't. Beep 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 boop 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 beep 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 bop beep 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 boop 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 boop. This is ridiculous. There's infinite, and I can't jump, so that means I can't reach the ones up there. Wait, yes I can. Okay, good. That's all I can do is just press these buttons. And I think they unpress over time. Yeah, they do. So there's no way. You just hear pressing buttons. Yeah, you see they unpress, so there's no way to do it. Buttons. This is heaven? I mean, honestly, this probably would be heaven. If I was in here, just able to press buttons, I could do this forever. Forever. Is that seriously it? Do I just have to leave now? Nah, this is heaven. It said it itself. But... Sorry, immature. Try to clip through the window from desk 434, huh?
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time.
Quite. Well, here's the window. There we go. Ha ha! This was no
At
window.
first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along.
Is not.
He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes.
You know me so well.
Now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be?
This
Why
is a
don't we
unique way
take
to
minute
have a
just to
window,
drink
just
it
a
all
big
in?
white void on the other side.
Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
A little bit. Oh. You know what? Yes.
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want. Like,
Yeah.
right
I might have been
now.
able to find this without help.
could've
I
done
was
it just
curious
then.
about the windows.
Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible
it.
and see how long you can maintain.
This is failing.
There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered
There once was a man from
But
Nantucket.
the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons.
His heaven is
He pushed
buttons,
them
yeah.
Like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function.
Oof.
Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable. You too
Yes.
will become quite unbearable.
And okay, keep playing. I don't know what he was trying to do. This feels nice. There's a heavy rain shower outside right now. I like rain, so that wouldn't bother me, but it's just gonna loop this, isn't it? I feel like I can feel it looping. This white screen is gonna give everybody sensory deprivation. Okay, yeah, it's just looping now. Dun dun dun. Okay. Ooh! And it lets us put the input in again. That's cool. What would that do? Oh, that just puts us to heaven, duh, but... Yeah, I get it. Yeah, now we have access to heaven whenever we want. Ooh. Wait, that's a phone. Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
This is a recorded message scheduled either by you or a person in your place of work. The purpose of this message is to warn you about the dangers of recorded messages. If at any time you believe you are listening to a recorded message, please terminate it immediately and cease all flow of information from the recorded message into your perceptual sphere. Thank you. And have a pleasant day.
What? What? That had nothing to do with nothing. Fake windows. Well, that was fascinating. Well, I guess I could go back and go through the red door this time. That is an option. what I was gonna do earlier anyway. You want to damn dare alternate endings.
When Stanley came to a
There you
set
go.
of
Welcome
two open
back.
doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first but eager
True
to get
happiness,
back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Wham.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult.
Yeah,
but
weather
the
is
fact
weird.
is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Really? I was in the middle
Like
of
the way
something.
it
Do you
shakes
have
there.
zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want
You know,
to
I wonder
help
if the
you, to
reason
show you something
that they
beautiful.
cut out the part where you go to
Let me prove it.
Minecraft is
Let me
because
prove that I'm on your
since the
side.
original came out,
Give me a chance.
Minecraft was bought
Now
by
listen carefully,
Microsoft.
This is important.
So maybe
Stanley walked
Microsoft
to
sent
the
them a
red
good
door.
old C&D. It's possible.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is
but-
all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't
we're doing the
here.
looping thing
Running
again.
and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both
Yes,
be
the phone
so
plug,
much
I heard
happier
about that,
if
I remember.
we just stop.
You mentioned it.
And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Show me. Going backwards. I mean, it might have worked earlier, but oh, yeah, it just takes us around. Wait, that's interesting. Both doors work. Huh.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
Space? Space? Space!
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy.
I agree.
I actually feel happy.
Ah, the Age of Stars ending. My favorite. Look at those marshmallows ascend upward until they converge right at dead center. Man, this is blinding. Now we just wait for them all to come together and then explode and kill us. It's making a donut. A ring! An Elden Ring! Done. This is how the Elden Ring was born. Many thousands of years ago, the stars converged together to form the Elden... Oh, green. I guess it's gonna do this with other colors too, isn't it? You really could just sit here and vibe for a while, couldn't you? Hey, speaking of Minecraft, just gave me an update, weird. Alright, as much as I love being in the space room, we've got other things to do.
No.
What the
wait.
heck is this?
Where are you going?
Oh man, I feel bad for the poor guy.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
That does sound bad. But, man, is it just me or is he going faster? They're saying they just really want to
Please,
huff up
no,
these stairs
Stanley,
here.
Let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
I feel
Please,
bad.
Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Oh gosh. I'm thinking. Well, give me something to think about then. No? Fine. Alright, down we go. Ah, I'm fine. I didn't think you could take
Thank
damage
God
in this game.
You lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, no.
Oh, gosh.
No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me.
I feel like a
I can't go
monster.
back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
I don't know. I have to keep playing the game. I have no choice. Once we're done with the entire game, we'll go back here and leave him at the space ending because he loves it so much. That's what I'll do.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
Yes. I'll go back for 5 seconds and I'll come back in. What the heck is that? What the frick is that? Oh.
Yes. Perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm
Ooh,
talking about.
red. I'm glad I got to see this. Now that is mesmerizing. Simply beautiful. Back we go. Oh gosh, and then you can't get out of. Jeez Louise. I don't know if I even want to do that one. I gotta give him his happy ending over here in the space
My
room.
God. Is this really how much you dislike my game?
No, this is how much
You'll
I do
throw
like it.
yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it?
I could just
You are
reset.
literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy.
No.
Am I
I
reading the
swear I'll be
situation
back.
correctly?
Dang, I'm still not
Maybe you're just
dead.
getting a kick out
This
of
is
it.
dark.
I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
Yes, it is. There we go.
It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going
You have
back.
memories from restarting, though. I'll kill myself as many times as I have to, as long as it means killing you too. Jeez, that's messed up. That is
How
so messed.
wonderful. Stanley was alone. Finally. This is great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted all along. I got what I wanted.
Yeah, all he wanted was to be alone. Alone. Yeah, it is ReZero.
When Stanley
This
came to
game
set
is a
of two
doormom we
open
have come to
doors,
bargain
He
moment.
entered the door on his left.
What should I do next? Think about the options that lay before me. Pull the phone cord is one thing.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley
Yeah,
felt
pulling the
lightheaded,
phone cord is the
butterflies in his
ultimate
stomach. But
defiance
eager to get
route.
back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
No one else
Look, Stanley,
exists.
I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please.
You say that as if I could
stop
ever
trying to make
forget my
every
hot
decision
mannequin
by
wife.
yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Yeah.
That's her, Stanley. Oh, no, you can't. Did you just unplug the phone?
Sure did,
That wasn't supposed to
sucker.
be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two play
But that's not even
themselves
what
to one
happens.
another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you...
Magic.
Wait a second.
What the frick
Did
is
I
up with the
just see-
cigarettes?
No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner?
What if I could plug it back
You're
in?
not Stanley. You're a real person.
He gets it!
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game
gotcha,
for so
man.
long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have
a game.
that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly
Oh,
on safe
gosh.
decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
What makes you special?
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous.
Yep.
For example,
This
in
message brought to you
scenario,
by God.
A hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make
By
life better for all
turning
people.
crickets into
Or he
hamburgers.
could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice
The real
that
world does not make
conform
sense.
to rational logic. If you find yourself
Fish,
speaking with a
yeah.
person who does
Yeah,
not
they are
make
parents.
sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide
Thought?
an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back sack and crack."
Back sack and crack. My goodness, it's only
Excellent.
4:30. I'm supposed to be
Making
having a back
choices
sack
on a
and
regular
crack.
basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process.
I love 20th
Most
century
medical
infomercials. Oh my
professionals
gosh.
recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less?
I have no
And
freaking
finally,
idea.
if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should
Insanely
subside.
so.
At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Professor?
Welcome back.
What the frick?
You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction.
Gosh.
Not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good
Danger.
decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Never. I have no choice. Top. Does it say stop? Oh no, it says it's supposed to say stop. Top. Hey yo, it's Samurai Gaming. Welcome back. How you doing? Choice, charisma, hotness, obsoleteness, intelligence, charisma again, and everything else. Obsoleteness is my favorite word. This is surely interesting. I could drop down. Oh, no, 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 I can't. I was going to say I could drop down. He added rails. Well, actually, I should probably still be able to. Nope,
Now
can't.
that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and
No!
imagine the main
No!
character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
I could probably slip through right here. Probably if I just crouched a little bit. I could probably get through. Think I should try? Nah, it probably won't even work. Oh! I didn't expect that to work. Why didn't I die? It didn't kill me! What the frick is going on? Haha, take that! Truly defiant till the last. Now I can find all of your Easter eggs. There's no way that was louder than the baby. I was just closer to the mic. But, sweet. Look. There's taillight here, look! And the void. The void is here too. Is this supposed to happen? What the heck? There's a music cue in here. And it sounds heavenly. And there's walls, too. And look, I can see through the walls. This is interesting. Space, man. I don't hear them talking about buttons, so this is not the same music that plays in the button heaven. This is a totally different kind of place. Is that a frickin' basketball? What the frick is going on? What is this music? It's a little loud. What is happening? I think Stanley found true heaven. I don't understand, dude. I don't understand. Yeah, Pink Floyd music video. That's what it sounds like. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, we've entered pure chaos, where anything and everything will happen all at once. I've discovered an Easter egg of some kind. This is truly fascinating, but I think I've heard about all I'm gonna get out of that. Yeah, and then it stops. And you go back in, and then it starts again. Yeah, it's cued to reset too. That feels way too intentional. Is there like maybe like this void leads off into an area where there's like an alternate ending? We just can't see it. It's like on the other side of like the white void or something. I don't know. I don't know what that is. This is called the out of map ending on the wiki. Oh. So it is a thing that's planned for. Yeah. So intentional. Just a weird Easter egg. I think I can vaguely hear the music from here. Or maybe it's just burned into my ears. Why is only one of them lit up anyway? Well, okay. Now that we've achieved that, we shall begin anew. My gosh. And look, the clock is almost correct. Almost. It's a little off. Okay, listen to the narrator until you reach the boss's office. Quickly enter and leave the boss's office, making sure the doors are closed. When will I play Elden Ring again? When the DLC comes out, probably.
Decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I guess it's more of a when and if the DLC comes out, but... Because we pretty much did everything of substance we can do with Adelaide's storyline, unless I wanted to at some point come back and do a New Game Plus where she becomes a strength build, but... That's something to consider.
When Stanley came to a
But that
set of
won't be
two
for a
open
while
doors,
anyway.
he
And by
entered
then,
the
I'm
door
sure
on his
DLC will
left.
at least be on the table. I never even got to finish the Defiant ending I was going for. Oh well.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley
Strength builds are
decided to
hard.
go
I
up to
am
his boss's office,
fairly
hoping he
positive
might
of that,
find an
yeah.
answer there.
If
Coming
there's
to a
anybody who can
staircase,
do it, it's
Stanley
Adelaide.
walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. Till you reach the office. Quickly enter and leave, making sure the doors are closed. I can do that. Okay. Enter.
Stepping
Leave. Yeah! Stanley! What do you think about that, fancy boy? Yeah, weird boss stuff here. Extreme methods. It's weird. I heard a door close, but a door didn't actually close. Fascinating. Oh. The slide sound effect was interesting. Now, clip through these doors. Windows. Oh, the right door's shut still. Interesting. Ooh, yeah, this door's open. It was never open before. It is now, though. You are now leaving. Okay, bye. Everyone is here, but Stanley is crazy, so we can't see them. As I watch him running around, jumping off stairs, listening to imaginary voices in his head. There is one ending like that we've already gotten. They definitely watched him make out with a mannequin at least once. Oh my gosh. How high do I have to go up? This elevator has no buttons. And there's strangely no narrator, no music, no anything. Maybe at 760. This can't possibly go on forever. Okay, here we go. Escape pod. Nice. A little dark, but I'm still going. Oh boy, there it is. We can escape into Minecraft at last. What? Nothing happened.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the
What
meeting
was that?
room. Perhaps he had
What
simply
ending
missed
was
a
that?
memo.
I just escaped and that's it? I've already done that. Huh. That is very odd. Oh, you're not qualified yet. I need an item. What? I need to get an item in order to qualify for escape? You can't get items in this game. Tell you when to get it. Alright, fine. Well, my options are... 1, I could go back through, pull the cord on the phone again, and then not drop off into the weird out-of-map ending void thing. And, I'm not sure there's any weird alternate decisions I can make with,
When Stanley came to a set
Well, okay,
of
before we
two
do
open
DLC,
doors, he entered the
I want to
door
see what
and
happens if
this was
I,
not the correct way
you
to
know,
meet
follow
him,
through
and
the
Stanley
pulling the
knew
cord
perfectly
ending until
well.
it's,
Perhaps he wanted to stop by
completion.
the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
and
The
then we
lounge
can
was
probably do
grand,
DLC.
Majestic.
Probably.
Perhaps too, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I can't think of any more endings you can easily get. Right.
Stanley
Others
was so bad
exist,
at
but I
following
can't
directions,
easily
it's
get
incredible
them.
He wasn't 5 years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the
Wait,
wrong
you can go
foot
left.
here.
Oh, wait,
I'm
I've done
not
that
sure
once. I
you
just
really
didn't
are.
follow it through to
I
completion.
realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been
Right,
about
right. Harwin's
nothing
been
but
clicking the button
you
for 4 hours.
all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
I've gone
Someone
through that
you've
left door
forgotten
before,
about.
and then I just ignored him and went
Stop
through the
trying to make
elevator.
every decision by yourself.
So I guess I could
I'm
follow
not asking
through
for
and go all
me,
the way back through the door.
asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her,
There
Stanley.
are 2 ends you can get there.
You
One
need
is the
to be
line,
one
and there's
to do
another
this,
one, right.
To reach out to her. Oh, no, you can't. Did you just unplug the phone?
Skip
That wasn't
button,
supposed to be
skip
a
button,
choice. How did
please.
you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check.
Oh, did you know if you press down on the left and right
It's
mouse,
definitely here, clear as day.
he'll
Stanley
walk
picks up the
automatically.
phone, he's
So I
taken
don't-
to his
you can play this
apartment
game
where
with
he
one
finds his
frickin'
wife,
hand.
and the two
That's
pledge
interesting.
themselves to one another. Music comes
I don't
in,
need to use the
fade
keyboard at
out,
all. Screw the
roll
keyboard.
credits.
You can just
Not
do this.
Picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible?
He'll automatically
None
walk
of these
forward if you
decisions
just
were
hold
supposed
down
to
the
mean
left
anything.
and right mouse
I
button
don't
at the same time.
understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
Great. That means I have to
Can't
sit here
believe
through
I was so
the
mistaken.
thing again.
This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect
Curse
choices.
my
And to think
attempts
I've
at
been letting you
game
run around
breaking.
in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even
Usually I
the
try to break the
basic
game and it
safety
doesn't work, but it
protocol
just works
for
really well
real-world
with this for some
decision-making.
reason.
Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Fine.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent
So
a
how's
machine that
everybody doing
eliminates
today?
food shortages across the
Fine, I
world
hope.
to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work
Safe
figuring how to
decision
read.
making.
Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense,
I
in all
know, he's
likelihood,
talking to
that
me,
person
but
is
I
not
don't
real.
care.
Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why
I'm
you
sure he
cannot
says thort.
continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back sack and crack."
My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back sack and crack. You don't give me enough
Making
time.
choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside.
And here,
At
oh,
this
I've been
time,
dropping frames
your
this whole
instructor
time, by
will
the
guide
way.
you in an exercise to test and
Well,
reinforce
if there's
the
any time to be
material
dropping
covered in
frames,
this
it's in the
video.
middle of not doing anything, so I'm fine with that.
Welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago. and
Minus
see
8
what the
choices. You
correct thing to
undo
do
8
would have
choices.
been. This way, please.
Well, now I have to wait for it to stop dropping frames as well, so that's pleasant. We only dropped 500 at the beginning. Now all of a sudden we drop 1,000 more. Heck, 1,500 more probably by the time it's done. It's totally arbitrary and random when it decides to do this. Okay, yep, 1,500 more, and now it's fine. Good. Ah, 8 choices are made for you, yes. Yeah, it gives me all the time I need to work on a commission or two.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying.
Well, I ended up
Imagine
doing it
the
anyway,
character
didn't I?
Dying senselessly halfway through the
I mean, I didn't
story.
die,
That
but-
story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible.
I wonder why it
before the
didn't kill
narrative
me.
contradiction
Why did they
gets any
remove the
worse.
death planes from down
Unfortunately,
there?
It seems this place is not well equipped.
I guess
to
it
deal
only
with
happens
reality.
because it's tied to a specific event. It's not actually a death. It just activates, you know, that thing right there. I wish the narrator would have said something about it, like, just like an "oh, come on" or something at least before fading away. To punish people who try to break the game. I wouldn't consider it as much of a punishment, except unless you're crazy like me and went back in here to do
Almost there.
this.
You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending. The story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Right. I wish he would have opened up the other door on the left, but he didn't. I swear, if this doesn't even lead to anything meaningful, I'm gonna be mad.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I swear. I want to go in on the right. I mean, if I do go in on the right, wouldn't he just open up the other door for us to go through, and then I can go back to doing that? I assume so. So I'm gonna try it. Or am I? Or am I? Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
No! Why
Yes!
did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
No, the game's completely... Wow! Oh my gosh. Jeez, everything's distorted and wacky. The time is still pretty close, though. It's not even a door anymore. Yeah, it forces you to go along the left. But who knows, maybe it's still going to be broken. Let's find out. Yep. Oh, yep. Oh, man. It's okay.
Believe after everything we talked about that you, my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you
Everything.
think was so special about seeing the game undone? Left here
Cursed
like so much
world
garbage.
indeed.
It's worthless.
Oh,
now.
here, pick up the-
What am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it?
Yes.
To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility.
I can get back
forever.
up on this chair, but I
couldn't
can't
live
get
that
on the
way.
other one.
Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game
Don't.
down. I have to.
I'm not done yet.
I have to.
Whoa, yep. Sure did. Oof. Scary.
Oh, I'm here.
Whoa!
Here in this pile of rubbish.
I completely destroyed everything.
Who thought you were so clever? Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny?
No,
You just
sorry.
had to see?
Yeah.
Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley?
Well, I haven't been like
Actually
Stanley
knows
this
how to do
entire
what I tell
game,
him
and I
to.
didn't do
He
this.
understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it?
No,
That
sorry.
there's a world outside of you. You're a
Yeah, it did lag. I
child.
dropped another 500 frames. Don't worry about it.
My story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been
Yes.
victorious.
I saw it
would have been
first.
so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I
Imagine
tried
if the
so
whole
hard
game
to
was just that. You know how dull it would be?
behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back.
Oh,
Behave exactly
Oh,
as Stanley
okay.
would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be
What
up to
happens
the
if I just
task.
keep doing
follow
this?
my
Is it
lead
gonna
and
set
you'll
me
be
back
fine.
here?
All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back.
yeah, it's just gonna keep looping. That's fine.
Behave exactly
All
as
right,
Stanley
all
would.
right, all right,
That means choosing
fine.
responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
Yeah, what
When
was he even
Stanley
complaining
came to
about?
a
He
set
managed to
of
fix
2
it.
open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yes, sir. I know something's gonna happen. I just know it.
Yet there was not a single person here
Okay.
either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to
Actually,
his
it seems
boss's
to be
office,
working, huh?
hoping he might find an answer there.
But the broom closet's open. Actually, it isn't. That's weird. Why isn't it open? Usually it would be blocked off if it wasn't open, but now it's
Coming to a
fine.
staircase,
Oh!
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I can't even go down anymore. He's really roping me in. Oh. Oh, gosh. Oh, no. That's a weird shiny part on the door. I thought it was glitching out. It's not. Computer's off. I could screw with him by just going in and then going out again, but I'm not going to. Also, I'm still dropping frames. Golly, what a day. I've never had it so weirdly like this where it kind of recovers and then goes back down again. Strange.
Stepping inside his manager's office,
He realized it
Stanley
was
was
totally
once again
different.
Stunned to discover not an indication of any
What
human
the heck
life.
is this?
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it.
Yeah, a
Surely
whole new
behind
game.
This door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was
Bring
this
me
the code to open the
115,
door?
yes.
Would it still work? There was only one way to find out.
Are we gonna get to hear
Stanley had
Stanley's
been trained
voice?
never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown.
All right.
He drew a
The
sharp
most
breath
expensive boss.
and then spoke the code.
Yes. Night Shark 115, go. Dang it. Stanley can't talk, dagnabbit.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
I'm trying. Night Shark. Night Boat. Night Rider. I don't care.
You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story.
I'm
This
trying
is
to
a
bash the
crucial
door
step.
down. I'm sorry, narrator. I can't talk. You say it.
Okay.
Oh, gosh,
fine,
what's
you're not gonna
that?
Do it, but you know what? It's pretty
Business
humiliating
strategy?
bringing you this far,
He's
only
got a
for you
gun to the
suddenly
panda's
decide
head.
You have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind
like
of
I'm
respect
talking to a monkey.
Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there.
Can I press
Why did
V
you
to-
come this
to-
way?
to talk
Speak.
in the game
Say
or
something
something?
to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You...
Oh, Stanley! Who am I?
Entered the door on his left.
This is a bad time to drop frames, you piece of human garbage. You're not even a human.
Hello? Are you... Is everything okay?
He's having an out-of-body experience. You guys are seeing it really choppily, but that's what's happening right now.
Choice.
Oh,
I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right?
we did it. We beat the game. There's the
This is
credits.
important.
This is the one true
I
ending.
need you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose.
Unity.
Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this.
Dang. Again, he makes me feel bad. Son of a gun with the stupid
You hear me?
frames being dropped. Drains being fropped, I guess. I don't know. Let me lower it a bit so it can try to stop being trash.
Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there?
Yeah, truly we are in the end game.
It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do.
Look at him.
Take as much time as you need.
Yeah, Dream. This should be Dream's new name. It should be. So we can lay low. Well, we did it. Well, I guess
All
that's
his
about it
coworkers were gone.
for
What could it
stuff
mean?
we can easily
Stanley
achieve.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he
Maybe
had
we can do
simply
some new
missed a memo.
content now. Ah. Welcome back, Samurai Gaming. Just in time for me to attempt some new content. That was an interesting ending. Like, he tried to get us to talk, and we just can't do it. He doesn't have any voice lines in the game's code. He tried to step out of the bounds of the game, and it just wouldn't let him do it. That's our job. Only we can do that.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
I noticed it yesterday, yeah. Climbing up the boxes near the entrance to the warehouse and dropping down onto a ledge allows Stanley to access a small vent which he can climb into. Huh. Fascinating. Do you mean in the new content, or is that something I could have done earlier? For another ending, right. Mm-hmm.
You see, Stanley,
What does that say?
I've been reflecting
New-
on
yeah,
the Stanley
content.
Parable, and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has
Old
turned
content.
out to be.
Okay.
The
I'll try
original
that again
Stanley
another time
Parable
then.
was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why
I mean, we only have
I'm
another
very
like
proud
20
to
minutes,
announce
but
for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
2? That's not what I'm playing. Hey, there it is. Now with red.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor
2.7,
additions?
yeah.
Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel.
I mean, that's
An
not a bad
entirely
idea.
New experience built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Truly. I mean, they have.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2
Taste the
is just
sequel.
so much catchier
That's the
than
name of the
Ultra
drink.
Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams
Yeah, little did we know
progress
that the
and
Stanley Parable
innovation
Ultra
and
Deluxe was actually the
long-term
Stanley Parable
franchising
2.
potential.
I would have never guessed. What the heck is that? Somebody's fan art? Is it like the narrator and Stanley right there? New hotness. TSP? Like tablespoon? No, that's TBSP. Thanks for attending my meeting. Ah, that's cool. Hiding the I in the parable. I'm sure that would have gone over well. Oh, the fern! There it is. Now there's 2 ferns. And now there's 2 Stanleys. Only that one doesn't have a computer.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been
Who
developing
took the red
for it.
marker? Me.
I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them.
Oh,
It'll
yeah.
all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical.
Technically, yeah. Aw, come on. I want to take a seat. What, is this a bus?
Here we are. Go
Fuck
on.
it.
Try out some of the new features.
These are the new features. The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. What? Gotta try that.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized
Yes.
and validated as people.
Hey, again, they
So
read my
with that
mind.
in
That's what I said in the
my
beginning.
first addition to the game is this button, which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Did I? I don't remember saying anything like that.
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button
Ah.
only says the name Jim. But
That's
of course, in
stupid.
the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role play as
Again,
Jim
did
to
I
really
intentionally
simulate
cuss?
the full experience of this feature. Just play.
Yeah, I don't know.
I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go.
How did you
Let's
know my
take a
name was
deep
Jim?
breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim.
They could have made it
Sleeping
Stanley,
and
but
waking
no.
as Jim. Falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim. Seizing...
Jim.
Whoa, hold on. I wasn't finished setting up the backstory.
I get it.
If you don't
I'm
properly
Jim.
roleplay as Jim, then you'll never understand the impact of this button. Otherwise, it's just a stupid button that says
Yeah, you
somebody
might have heard
else's
something
name.
similar. I don't recall saying
Okay,
anything like
we're
that.
doing it again, and this time let me finish first.
Oh yeah, all the people
yourself
playing this
to
name
become
Jim
Jim.
probably died
Imagine
when that part
yourself
happened.
driving to work as Jim, playing frisbee on the weekends as Jim, staying up all night for a popcorn and horror movie sleepover as Jim, developing a crippling substance addiction as Jim,
Ooh.
rediscovering yourself through fringe religious groups as Jim, and finally dying a slow death at an old age, surrounded by members of your cult as Jim.
I hate that.
All right, fine, whatever. It's just a meaningless button that says Jim. Are you happy now? Get out.
Yeah, I'm
of here.
happy.
I'm done with this button.
We have
Why don't
dropped
you
a
go
total of
through many
4,000
again for
frames
a
today.
different feature?
Screw
I
the
worked
internet
very
service
hard on
providers
it.
in this area. They're a bunch of swindlers.
Jim.
See, if you'd only played along, that would have been your name the button says, but no. Instead, I can't even think about
Jim.
it. I'm taking
Jim.
the Jim button
No,
away.
Jim.
Jim. Jim.
At first I thought it said Tim, by the way. They could have done some text-to-speech thing where it actually said your name, but no. Yeah, I said bucket. That makes more sense. That right there.
Maybe
Bucket.
I'll only let people named Jim play the Stanley Parable too. They
This is
would
why the word
appreciate what
bucket
I've
doesn't start
created
with an
here.
F. They were originally going to have it start with an F, but they changed it at the last minute, like they did with Pac-Man. He was originally going to be called Puck-Man. And still is in Japan, I think. Yep, that's about right.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons.
Ooh,
but
those
I've
sound nice.
undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Yeah, I think we should all go to the gym. What? Oh. Get well someday. Happy 12th birthday, Stepney's. That one, definitely.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get Well Someday.
Aw, you jerk. So I guess he just picks whatever the opposite you say is, judging by that line. This boon is... Boon! I skipped the whole consonants in there. This balloon is infinitely inferior to this one. It's just plain white with a red heart on it. But this one's blue and it has an impact.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made
What
my
kind of
decision.
anime
We're
nonsense
moving
is
on.
that over there? Oh, who's this? You're new here? Well, what's up? How you doing? Just playing some Stanley Parable. Look at that. Some kind of Life is Strange or something? This looks like a high school campus. Ah, yeah, the jump circle. It's at N, and I'm here. There's a free achievement at Q as well. Out of bounds. Nice. Already been to B. 'Cause 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 ' That's a lot of stuff here, like the infinite hole. Whoa! You followed. Well, thank you. I greatly appreciate that. Yep, let's check out that free achievement, boys. Yes, this is my first time playing this.
Now here's something special. You remember that
Other than
broken
when I
test
streamed it yesterday, of
achievement
course,
that got
but
left in the
yeah,
game on accident?
this is blind.
Well, I'm developing a
Pretty much. I mean, I
technology
watched
to
the
simply
original
give you
in
the
2013,
achievement.
and I remembered basically
Yes.
nothing
You see,
about it,
you'll
though.
come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's
Hooray!
as simple as that.
Oh, you're saying I need the bucket for the escape ending. Fascinating. Achievement
Okay,
time.
Perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist.
What?
Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature.
No one has been
Gamers,
demanding this.
We hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Dropping a few frames again. Terribly sorry. Even a game journalist could do it. So simple. All those game journalists who want that Dark Souls easy mode. Meh, meh, meh. Alright, where's the hole?
What else?
Here it
what
is.
other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Ah, you fully beat the original. Awesome, awesome. I always wanted to play the original, I just never was able to get around to it. Till
Stanley,
now, I guess,
here's an
technically.
idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall
hole.
down forever. That's right. Infinite
Gravity
fall.
Falls.
You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Mm-hmm. Well, I feel like falling today. Which, as you can see, is bottomless.
You see, isn't it wonderful?
I haven't
One
worked
of
on
my
the
more
impression
ingenious
yet, but-
concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've got
We're gonna just be spat back out the other side.
You can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Ah, yes.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do
Oh.
it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
People say Elden Ring is too hard and then just don't play it.
Great.
Yeah.
Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
Got it. Now I want to do everything, then I go back and do that. Yeah, then they would just complain that the game's too easy. Lose to an ending, huh? Can you find them? Collect them all? Sure, I'll give it a try. More space!
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley
was missing
Parable
those.
2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's
Ooh.
truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't
Totally
want to stifle
innovative.
the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up.
I'd
You
still find it
simply collect
difficult.
all of
Oh my
them,
gosh.
And then you move the hell
Yeah,
on
maybe.
with your unremarkable life.
I'm a coming Stanley statue collectible. Look at them just bowing down, worshipping it. You know what it reminds me of? This. It's not a bobblehead, but you get the idea. Just this image of all these hands reaching out to it, but it's for pelvis wrestling instead. That kind of bias did go down quite a bit with Elden Ring, I think. Remember when Dark Souls around, everyone hated on it, who also seemingly didn't play it. Yeah, it happens. Sweet. It's a classic looking screen. I have to get going because you have to get to work now. Alright. Best of luck with that, Tay. Hope you have a good time. Maybe catch
God,
you
it
for
really
the
is
Saturday
the worst
stream.
when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for
Ugh,
it.
I know, it sucks.
Absolutely tragic.
Okay, let's see. There's still the jump circle. The merch. If I'm here, the infinite hole is K. Where is the jump circle? Ah, okay, here we go. There's that. There's the bucket. Here's this thing again. Here's the merch, which we can't probably do anything with, can we? This t-shirt is the best new feature. It is. And look, now it just says the button that says Jim. You heard Jim in the game. Sure did.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, yes, it would go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Are there collectibles even in this? Maybe that big one over there counts as one and I can grab it. Let's see. Settings World Champion. Let me try to grab the big collectible. Nah, it's gonna block me from it, isn't it? Nah. Oh look, the jump circle. I know I used all my jumps. I thought they would reset.
Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's oh wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle.
Of course I did. Why wouldn't I?
Oh well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece then.
This is barely even a circle. It's a loosely made circle out of duct tape. Shoot. Well, I thought I would get something for doing that, okay? What the heck? There's a figurines ending. Well, they must be extremely well hidden. This wasn't even on the map, Settings World Champion. Office decorations is one thing I haven't seen. Okay, no, it is on the map. I'm just dumb, but office decorations. It's right off from the Settings World Champion, interestingly enough. Oh, no, I already did that one. Yeah, it's that one. In which case, bucket.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical.
Quite.
That it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it.
It's missing.
Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart.
That does sound nice, but...
As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal.
Ah, there it is.
Perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring.
Well, let me have it so I can get my escape
while
ending.
the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be?
Ooh.
Yes, the bucket.
Actually
is the
redesigning the
perfect
game,
solution.
yeah.
Come on, give it a try.
Certainly.
Can you feel it?
Yes!
The glow of comfort.
Why'd you laugh
even
like
in
that?
the face of crushing despair.
No, it's a
must
whole
already be
new
sweeping through your
game.
body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well?
Yes.
I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this
Absolutely.
and
Look, it
more
even has
awaits
physics.
you in the Stanley Parable too.
Now that we have our bucket friend, we can bring it back to the main game. And then do the
Does
escape.
anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game?
Certainly
That
they
really
do.
should be an award if it isn't already.
One last thing. Oh, that's interesting. Now I bet if I drop into the infinite hole with this bucket, I can get a thing. Okay, after you complete the DLC with the bucket, and it'll be in your office, and then leads to 23 new endings. That cannot be. Because you can take it with you to all the old endings. Oh, gosh, I don't know if I want to go out of my way to do that. I'll go for some of them probably, but also no screenshots. What is this, NFTs? It did have a little bit of rhythm, didn't it? Right, I'm sure it alters them fundamentally. It might be interesting to see, but also time-consuming to literally play the game in its entirety a second time,
All right.
just
Have
with
you
the
seen
bucket.
everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
Or maybe I should bring the bucket with me to the hole first. You never know. It might just do something. The diagram of it. All right, bucket. Show me your power. Yeah.
Okay, and I guess we're back in the hole now.
Yes.
Did you really need to see it again?
I did.
I don't know what else
Let
there
me
is
just
to
skim
say,
the
Stanley.
walls.
It's an infinite hole. It's exactly what you're doing right now, but forever. There really are so many other fascinating exhibits that
I've seen them.
prepared for you. I really spent quite a lot of time on all this, and I would very much like to show you some more of them. How about we go ahead and press that teleport button again so we can get back to what's really important about... Oh, goodness. Well,
Oh,
this is
boy.
rather embarrassing, Stanley. I'll be honest with you.
Don't get out.
I truly did not believe that anyone would actually stay in the hole long enough.
You
to
lied
hit
to
the
me.
bottom. Yes, I know,
Even the
I told
bottomless
you the hole
pit in
was
Gravity
infinite,
Falls
but
was
come on.
bottomless,
Who
technically.
actually wants to fall forever? The hole was plenty deep. It was more than deep enough, in my opinion. Maybe it's you who likes falling too much. Maybe you're the problem. Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you,
It's
then
not
go
even
ahead and
mostly
press
infinite.
The teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole, and we can move on.
The not
I'll
so
just be up
endless
here when you're
void.
ready.
So yeah, this is something new. I'm not sure it has anything to do with the bucket, but it is a thing. There we go. Mostly infinite hole, yep. I like that he updates them and changes them when we find out it's all a bunch of nonsense. Jump again. Oh, jump again. Okay. I'm sure he'll have a lot of things to say about that. Now that we know that it's not bottomless, he's gonna think we're nuts. Just get in the bucket.
Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like
This
holes
is a
too
bucket.
much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh.
Bang.
Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time?
A little
I
bit,
couldn't
yeah.
help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before.
Ooh.
I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite.
That it's a shrinking
Well, I suppose
one.
once again, there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole.
Yes.
If this starts to become a thing where...
Oh yeah, it's way smaller.
Okay, yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less.
It's the opposite of infinite. It's reverse
Where
infinite.
it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep.
It's not even gonna be
Even
a
with the
hole
lax
if we keep
overall
doing
standards
this.
for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here,
Schrodinger's
let's
hole.
try something.
Wait.
Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter. Well, there it is.
Oh,
Shame
wow.
my lie has come to haunt me. Now, is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed
went
with
way
holes,
up that
but at this
time.
depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh,
I can't get out,
who am
so
I
it's
to
still a
judge?
hole.
You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move.
Now it's gonna be up past the rim of the hole, isn't it? Oh shoot. Oh shoot.
No!
No!
Not working? You sure?
Yes.
Well, I mean, I really don't have an
This
explanation.
feels
Still
weird.
nothing. Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out.
Try your Mega
Goodbye,
Blastoise.
Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole.
Yeah,
and now
yes,
you'll
it
get
does have
more
guns
time
on
with
both
it
hands,
than
but
you could
nah,
ever
fight.
have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole. I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley.
Oh.
I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity.
Come back. At least I have the bucket. Uh-oh. That's the sound of death again. And they have not had any of Blastoise's animations actually come from its cannons. Instead, it fires out of his mouth. Whoa! It's receding! I have to change your perspective. Whoa! We still have the bucket, but we're not holding it. Ooh. So dramatic. Let's go! Boom! Going down. No, R2 need to be going up, not down. I say that a lot, but it's true. Your perception. Boom! Gosh. Music. What is this? It's kind of a bop, I'll be honest, but... This is the best ending ever.
My head's stronger. Now you're no longer.
Praise the deep.
Space of mine. My head's stronger. Now you're no longer.
Change myself to Steve. Oh, not Steve. Who the heck is that?
Stronger.
Ooh! My gosh! And... Ooh! I like this one. Gosh, this is insanity. Subscribe to Jacksepticeye. I agree. Subscribe to Jacksepticeye.
Stanley? Stanley? Stanley?
Wake up, Stanley!
You're awake.
You've been asleep
It
for
seems
2
you had
weeks.
Sort of dozed off there, drifting away
My
into
head's
sleep.
stronger.
But we can't have that, Stanley,
No, no
because this hole is
longer.
just so darn fascinating. that
That's
I
gonna
want
be in
you
my
to
head for a
wide
while.
awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole.
Oh,
and I'm
boy.
looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodle-pip.
Toodle pip. Toodle pip. Jacksepticeye. Yep, that's pretty much it. Oh no, don't send me back in. Naruto music, is that what that was?
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Toodle pip. Gosh. Sides of my head are starting to hurt from wearing the headphones too long. Twitter. Oh my gosh. Anyway, what happens if I just stop now? I mean, this is probably not a good stopping point necessarily, but what happens if I did? Just wondering. Curious. Oh, Stanley's not looking too good over there. Looks a little worried. Did he always look like that? Probably. Huh. Which way was the exit? Over here? Maybe if I leave, I can just actually exit the game. Now that looks pretty cool. This isn't the exit.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features?
Yeah.
Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but
Yeah,
I can
but
feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
do it.
Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
What was that?
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right?
That's the whole
It's
game?
Sort of. Okay, never mind. Hold on.
Look, I got
Let me
more
do a
jumps.
Different arrangement. Okay, yes. This is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
Who am I kidding,
Womp
Stanley?
womp.
This isn't a coherent video
There's the
game at
bucket.
all. It's
There
a lot of
there could be
gags.
2 buckets.
And I do very much enjoy creating gags.
In fact,
but
there's
they
2
don't
more
add
over
up
there
to
as well.
anything.
And there.
I wanted more than anything to create a sequel.
I'm
that would
trapped
capture all
forever.
the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Of course, with respect, with care for the vision and integrity of the original game.
Somehow.
Would it possibly work?
No.
I suppose it could, but it would need a really, really tremendous title screen.
That's what
A
matters right
title
now?
screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2." Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
It's in a book. Here it is. Really brings it all together. What would happen if now I wonder what happened if I quit. It does actually have settings, yeah. One-handed walking. It's all the same stuff. Well, let's start it, see where it takes us.
This is the story
Yeah,
of a
it's just
man
the game.
named Stanley. Stanley worked
But there's
for a company
balloons!
in a
Okay,
big
they did
building
modify it,
where
I can
he was
appreciate that.
Employee number 427.
We should watch it.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk.
So far,
telling
only the
him
balloons are
what
different.
buttons to push,
Mostly.
how long to push them, and in what order. This is what Employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley
This is different.
was happy.
Slightly. And by slightly, I mean there's only one
And
thing
then
different
one
about
day,
it.
something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change
And it says 2,
Stanley.
so there, that's 2
Something
things.
he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete
Whoa.
isolation. Something was
Interesting
very
that it
clearly
still has the
wrong.
awaiting input on it.
Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time.
That probably
But as
only
he came
happens
to his
because of
wits
what
and
I
regained his
messed with.
senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his
No, yeah,
office.
it's just because it still has it. Okay. Well, that's the game, folks. Ooh, the sequel is now paused. Okay, it has messed with it now. So, if I quit out, it'll take me back to the Stanley Parable 2 menu. Yeah, it has just completely changed the Stanley Parable into the Stanley Parable 2. Well, that's nice, isn't it? I guess when I boot up the game next time, it'll also be on this, won't it? Well, looks like I can escape after all. Well, everybody, that seems like about as good of a stopping point as any other. Yeah, it seems like it's just now adjusted the regular game into this, so who knows what's gonna happen next. I guess maybe I still have to go into the DLC door to continue with the DLC. I would assume as much, but who knows. Fun stream? Thanks. Yeah, it was a good time. We uncovered some things, found a few glitches. That's always great. Yeah, the chaos certainly there. But the next time will be Wednesday, of course. Same time, same place. And we'll probably want to do that one thing Moo Cookie said, where we try to get up on those boxes and go up into the vent. Probably would be a good idea. Next time might be the end. Oh. Yeah, I mean, and if next time isn't, the time after that certainly will be. At the pace we're going, there's probably not too much to even be done. Next time, I'll put Grunkle Stan in the thumbnail there. So yeah, maybe both at once, maybe? I mean, if next time's gonna... then I should probably just do all the jokes all at once. But then, what if it's not the last one? Then what do we do? Here's what it'll be. I'll put Grunkle Stan and Stanley, and then if we have a fourth stream, then I'll do Chris Hansen. I think that's how I'll do it. The part with the figure worshipping gave you vibes of that space game you played a few weeks ago with Pip and Elliot. Yeah, it did. Outer Wilds. It did feel a little like that. What? My mic might have dropped out for a second. Weird. Everything should be fine. Maybe I accidentally rubbed against the cord for a second. It's a little finicky, but... yeah. Basically, I'll put the 2 stands in the next thumbnail, and then if we have another one, then I'll put Chris Hansen in there. That'll probably be it. It cut up briefly. How briefly? I don't think there's anything important that that may have been missed, but... outside of me acknowledging the Outer Wilds thing, you might have missed me saying that. Because I agree. It did feel a little like Outer Wilds. Like a couple seconds? Yeah, it's probably fine then. Again, I probably just brushed past the cord. But... yeah, next time it'll be the Stanley Parable 2 that we play. Isn't that interesting? We'll see how he integrated those features of his. Like the jump circle. But yeah, thanks guys. Hope you had fun. I certainly did. Next stream is going to be Saturday, where we play more Wolf Among Us. Won't that be nice? Gersh. Bye, Gersh. Yeah, so if you're interested in the Wolf Among Us streams, we got another one this Saturday. Should be fun. Continue along with that at Chapter 3. And then on Wednesday, we'll play more Parable. And see how far we can get with that. Now, if you excuse me, I'm gonna get something to eat. And then work on the Kaguya video. So I can get that series started. But yeah, that's it before we head off.
Thanks, Dad.
So until we meet again, I'll see you all in the next live stream. Later. One more sound for you guys, because I still like this sound, and we're not going to get many more opportunities to use it.
Space!
It's a classic, what can I say?